Hey everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back with you today with an article from the Federalist dated November 29th. It says Special Counsel Jack Smith sought info on anyone who favorited or retweeted Trump's tweets. So this is the guy that is prosecuting Trump in DC, I believe. But the guy seems like a legit scumbag. And yeah, let's just get into it because this is kind of scary. So Special Counsel Jack Smith hunted information on X users or Twitter who liked or retweeted posts published by former President Donald Trump, according to redacted search warrants and other documents released Monday. Yeah, that's not severe government overreach or anything. It says, according to the heavily redacted document issued to then Twitter in January, the court ordered the social media giant to forfeit a bevy of information regarding Trump's account, including advertising information, including advertising IDs, ad activity, and ad topic preferences, as well as IP addresses used to create, login, and use the account, and privacy and account settings. As the warrant also demanded information such as Trump's search history, direct messages, and all content of all tweets created, drafted, favorited, and liked or retweeted by his account from October 20th to January of 2021. No, this isn't fascism or anything. And for all the leftists out there that like to scream fascism that don't actually know what the word means, here you go, folks. This is certainly something that's on the way towards it. And it's coming from your side. So I guess you could say the call is coming from inside the house. It says, though the warrant was first covered in August, it was again released as part of a court order after numerous media organizations filed to obtain the document to shed light on the Smith-led special counsel's investigation into Trump's actions leading up to the January 6, 2021 riot at the U.S. Capitol, according to the New York Post. Smith previously indicted Trump in August on several bogus charges related to the former president's challenging of the 2020 election results in the lead up to January 6, 2021. But it wasn't just Trump's Twitter account that Smith and his cronies were targeting. The special counsel's warrant also sought data on Twitter users who interacted with the former president's account. Among the information Smith sought was a list of every user Trump followed, unfollowed, muted, unmuted, blocked, or unblocked during the aforementioned time frame. Like, what judge would actually I don't know what judge. I mean, like, it just makes no sense for a judge to look at this and go, "Yes, this is totally legit and totally legal. You should absolutely be able to do this." Like, whoever the judges that signed the warrant, like, can we disbar them somehow? Because Jesus H. Or if it's not a judge, if it's the government, like, can all those people be fired? I mean, again, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know how these things work, but people need to pay for this. The Smiths similarly demanded that Twitter, which has since rebranded as X, fork over a list of users who took any of the same actions with Trump's account. Again, this is massive government overreach. The Smith and his team went even further, seeking to acquire data on Twitter users who engaged with Trump's tweets in the months leading up to January 6, 2021. And I was not on X, thankfully, until March of 2023. So that doesn't matter for me. So this included all lists of Twitter users who have favorited or retweeted tweets posted by Trump, as well as all tweets that included the username associated with Trump's account, like mentions or replies. According to the Post, Smith's warrant was issued to the then Twitter along with a non disclosure order instructing the company not to notify Trump about the search. Twitter initially bucked Smith's demand, arguing that to forfeit such information to the government constituted a violation of the First Amendment. Well, good job, Twitter. And I believe that was before Elon bought it. So that would have been a Twitter that probably was very much looking to comply with that, but just was like, yeah, it's a violation of the First Amendment. So good on them. Says the social media giant ultimately complied with the warrant, but was fined $350,000 for failing to meet the special counsel's demand by deadline. So, so basically, there it was either violate the First Amendment or end up paying a fine, which Twitter can afford, but or I guess maybe they couldn't given their financial situation. But still, like, I mean, that just seems pretty stupid to me. It's like break the law, and if you don't break the law, then we're going to fine you. And it's like, we do that. In the heavily redacted court filing opposing Twitter's legal attempts to notify Trump of the search, Smith basically claimed that telling the former president about the unprecedented seizure would result in a statutorily cognizable harm, as Trump is a sophisticated actor with an expansive platform. The non-disclosure order was granted based on facts showing that notifying the former president would result in destruction of or tampering with evidence, intimidation of potential witnesses, or other serious jeopardy to an investigation or delaying of trial, said the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia. Nearly every other word listed under the non-disclosure order section of the filing is redacted. Now, of course it is, because, geez, you wouldn't want the normies to figure out what the government is doing to them, would you? Says Smith's seizure of Trump's personal social media information and those who engaged with the then president's post isn't all that surprising given the special counsel's weaponization of the government against Trump thus far. In addition to indicting Trump, Smith filed a motion in September to institute a gag order on the 45th president, effectively stifling his First Amendment right to criticize the very government attempting to silence him. Yeah, that's a little weird, you would say. Because that gag order was ultimately approved by D.C. District Judge Tanya Chutkin, a left-wing Obama appointee with a track record of highly partisan court rulings. Yeah, she shouldn't even be on the court, given some of her rulings. Like, she kind of doesn't seem to know what she's doing, really. And I think there was some news from the time I'm recording this. I'm actually recording this on December 9th. I think there was some news that some part of this was lifted, so Trump actually can talk about that. And again, I shouldn't say again, I didn't say this before, but I'm back from vacation, finally able to record again. And this happened while I was out, given you can see the date of the actual article is from 10 days ago. So anyway, let's finish this off since this is the end of the article. It says Trump's legal team has since appealed the order to the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals and has threatened to take the matter to the U.S. Supreme Court given the unconstitutional nature of the mandate. Good, and I hope he does. Because yeah, this is awful. I mean, this is like I've said a couple of times already. This is severe government overreach, and this should not be happening, especially in this country. So let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Do you think Jack Smith should have been allowed to do this? Do you think Trump's rights are being violated? Let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.